So MAC versus Bobbi Brown. Now these two are like, they have a special place in my heart. Bit of a tangent, but growing up, especially like in sort of like the last decade, there wasn't many options for dark-skinned women in terms of foundations or just any inclusive products. So as a 14-year-old, 15-year-old starting out with makeup, I couldn't go to the shop and get, you know, L'Oreal or Rimmel. They didn't have my colour. I would look casket ready, and you know, actually, if I was to wear that. So I did have to go straight to MAC for my first foundation at 15 years old. And at that time, everyone got NW45 if you were black, no matter what shade of black you were. But it was better than what was out there in terms of drugstore products. So MAC has a special place in my heart. Till this day, I still use MAC products and I still love their products. But having worked with both MAC and Bobbi Brown, I'd say they have a little bit of a different target audience. Of course, if it was a Venn diagram, there'd be like a mid-section where some MAC clients and some Bobbi Brown clients are mixable. But I'd say that Bobbi Brown probably has a slightly older target audience, sort of, you know, a Cosmos girl, a working woman, someone who has an interest in makeup, has the budget to spend a little bit more, splurge a little bit more, but wants a more sort of glowy, simplistic look. Whereas MAC is for sort of, you know, MUA in the making, someone who wants to work with colours, be bold, have that full face, be on trend. So I'd say that's the difference between the two, and in that way MAC is a little bit more aimed at younger ages, like maybe between the ages of like 16 to 25. You know, everyone back in the day, MAC was a thing. Like, you were elite if you had a MAC lipstick back in the day, so it's definitely an oldie and a goodie. If I was to open my own sort of, or have my own makeup brand, I definitely would have it centered around inclusivity, just because I've seen it done, I've experienced it myself, and not having, like, feeling invisible to brands where they don't cater for you. It's not nice, especially for something which is supposed to be fun and creative like makeup. So definitely work on that being the focus, and then also just seeing it done very well with brands like Fenty Beauty, where, you know, it doesn't just bring out 3 colours, there's a whole range of colours suited to all kinds of skin tones. That would be my starting point, that would be my ethos, making sure everyone feels included. The second thing for me would be budget friendly. I know what it feels like to be, you know, very young, limited pocket money, but not having access to drugstore. So I would want to have sort of high quality products, but at a drugstore range, just so that, again, no one's excluded from using my products. I'd want it to be something that's got a range of colours, a range of products, you know, so people can experiment with it, just find out who they are in terms of makeup. So that's what I would do. I'd also would stay away from things like palettes, purely because I know from my own experience and from other women's experiences that when you buy something like an eyeshadow palette, you end up having like maybe 2 colours that are your favourites, and so you use it all the time, and then the rest of the palette doesn't get used. So it's a bit of a waste. So rather than having that, I would have like the individual tins which can go into a palette, and you can sort of make your own palette, so you can have all your faves accessible to you. Kind of like how Melchior does. It's kind of an underground, underrated brand. It's very, very good. Its products are, you know, bold, beautiful, quality, and really cheap as well. All my eyeshadows essentially are from Melchior now, and so I'd want to have eyeshadows like they do.